Nikki, so first of all, let's just get to all the things Night Patrol and just
Yeah.
literally everything that you have going on because you have been and you're continuing to make such great waves in the television
Yeah.
and in the film space. You're not only an actress, but you also are a director and a producer.
Yeah.
So I want to start there. Like when we're looking at things from that lens, do you prefer being more so behind the scenes or on the big screen as an actress?
Well, I love it all, to be honest. And I've been acting for so long, that's probably the most fun and kind of the easiest job because directing and producing is way more work. But I think that there's so important. I started acting and being in front of the camera because I felt it was important for someone who looked like me to be in front of the camera, and that has really not changed. And so I feel like I am honored every job I can get to continue to represent. Absolutely.
And I love that you say, what has driven you like over the years is
Mhm.
representation, right? Seeing people like yourself on the screen. And this project, A Night Patrol, there's a lot of that going on. Leaning into this cast, like what was it like
Yeah.
working with this cast first and foremost?
Ooh, when I showed up at the table read and I saw all these amazing people from who were, I mean, these are like bona fide stars in their world and their genres from CM Punk and YG and Freddie Gibbs. I was just like, oh my God, like wow, and Justin Long, everyone bona fide stars. So sitting at the table read with like such a powerhouse cast was really something. It was really phenomenal. And I was so excited that Ryan and everybody got such a different group together
Yeah.
because you get to pull in all these audiences to have this one conversation that all of us should be having. And I loved it. I loved it. And I think everybody who did this movie was super brave.
Now, listen, you didn't brought up the table read, but I need to hear how did you get to the table? How did the project come
Oh,
out for you?
well, this is my third film with Ryan, director Ryan Prowse. And so they wrote this part for me, and we've been talking about doing this movie for a long time, a long time. Because I did his AFI thesis film, and then I did his first feature film, Low Life, which
Mhm.
won a bunch of awards and kind of was a little indie festival buzz thing. And then we came, and here we are with this one. So I've been in this camp for a minute.
Mhm. So, what can the viewers gear up for with your character? I have been fortunate enough to check out the movie.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely love it. Very interesting, very unique, right?
Okay.
It's
Okay.
definitely one of those projects that you cannot walk away from, or you're literally going to miss like a chunk of like the storyline.
I
So,
would just say, get ready, get your popcorn, get to the movie early, don't miss nothing.
yeah.
Watch the previews because you cannot miss the beginning of this movie. Don't come in late. And you're gonna have a lot of fun and you're gonna be arguing with your friends on the way home. And I love it. It's because it's gonna make you start talking. And I think, but mostly it's like it's fun. It's so much action in this movie, so much action. I'm a vampire hunter, which is
Yes.
my first time playing a vampire hunter, and I love
Mhm.
it. I love
What
it.
do you love
Like
most about it?
what I
What?
love most about it, well, I love
Mhm.
vampires. I don't even know what
Okay.
I love. I love vampire stories. I don't know why. I love
Oh.
all the blades and underworld. I just think it's so cool, like vampires and werewolves and all that stuff. I've always wanted to be in that kind of project. So I don't know. It's not like I love blood and guts. I mean, I do
Yeah.
like, all the playing with all the weapons in the movie. I do think that's fun, like in a fun way, because I don't do it in real life. So doing it
Yeah.
in a movie is like, ooh, yay, get to have some fun. Like I don't own a gun, but in a movie, I shoot six different guns, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
it's pure fantasy. It's just a part of yourself that you don't normally get to explore, and you get to explore it, and you take the audience with you. Like all of y'all
Mhm.
get to come with me and be vampire hunters in this movie. If or if we turn it into a video game one day, I don't know. Like we were just talking to a gamer about that. But I
Oh,
mean, isn't
that's
that why we play the games and to role play and to just like, tell these stories? It's so cool.
listen. So, Nikki, I was watching it and I went
Yes.
back. I kind of played, so I watched it one full time straight through. And I
Okay.
went back because I'm not sure if I missed the significance behind the ring that your son Wasi was wearing towards
Yeah.
the
Well,
beginning of the film. Like, what was going on with the ring?
Well, the ring is a plot twist that I'm not sure I can get into without giving away, but the ring is really important. The ring is
Yeah.
really important, and if you notice right in this the beginning of the movie, it's right there in
Yes.
the beginning of the movie. You know, it's the ring that protects him from in the beginning. So you notice it. So just pay attention. It's like a red herring or whatever they call it. Yeah,
Yeah. So when we're talking about both of your sons, YC obviously, as well as Xavier, can you
yeah.
tease a little bit about like what the world should gear up for as far as like your relationship dynamics? And
So my
yeah,
sons, my character Ayanda, she's a Crip, an OG Crip. And my son, Wazi has grown, they're both grown up in the life, and Wazi's still in it. And
yeah,
Xavier decided to leave and go become a cop. Now you can only imagine how that went over. That did not
yeah.
go over well. So we have some family dysfunction right
Mhm.
now. I would call Xavier the dysfunction because, of course, when you're the mother and you're living your life, you feel like you know what's right. And then this is the challenge of the film. Does she know what's right? Because she's so cold-blooded, so
Yeah,
cold in how she treats her son in order to try to get him to see the error of his ways. And I think that's the complication of the movie that I love so much because she loves so hard. It's cold.
yeah. And you've worked on nearly 80 projects at this point, if not
I
more.
about to say, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, if not more.
Okay.
This point, like, because I'm interested to hear what project thus far in your career has been like the biggest one, the one that is that warms your heart. I'm sure all of them, but you have to have like one particular special project that really warms your heart and like your spirit when you look back on it.
You know, it's funny because I what warms my heart is probably the film I wrote and directed. And
Mm,
that wish I could get help get more people to see because it's so hard to get a film out there. Because
yeah,
that's the story that I birthed. When you come in as an actor, I love this movie so much because this movie will probably reach more people than any project I've done before. I mean, we have a pretty big release and it's exciting and it's provocative. I mean, I think the best kind of art is the art that makes people talk. And I love that. And then also, I love Lincoln Heights because Lincoln Heights has a
yeah,
staying power. I mean, I finished that, what, 15 years ago or something crazy? That's when I wrapped the show. And every day or every week, I'm getting people coming up to me about that show and what it meant to them and how much they loved it. So it's like different things, you know, it's like I like anything that can have so what I'm saying is like the things that are personal to me that my personal gift to the world like my writing, I love that, but then I also love how shows like Lincoln Heights have meant something to other people
yeah.
and how important that is. I love that. And then this movie is gonna blow up the spot because this is a whole other conversation that I have never had the chance to be a part of, and I cannot wait to see what that's like.
What's that one thing that you're unapologetic about when it comes to your career in this?
One
And
thing I'm
if it won't be
unapologetic about,
apology. Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Like
Like,
if like is there anything that you make like you have no regrets about in the
oh,
industry and just showing up like as your authentic self, like
I think the only thing I'm unapologetic about was that, being determined to do this business, to be in this business, to be in front of the camera, to tell stories I wanted to tell. That's really I mean, I don't regret anything decision I made. The life of an artist is it's like stepping off a cliff, you're just free fall. There's no certainty, there's no job security, there's no
yeah,
guaranteed retirement plan that's depending on, so I'm unapologetic about I'm an artist and
yeah,
I love that I chose this life. Even though some days I have like wondered, was it a wise choice? Because some days are crazy. But
yeah,
but looking back on it, how everything's worked out through the ups and the downs, how could I have done anything else?
yeah. I love that. I love that. Well, I want to let you go because I know you have a busy schedule ahead. Congratulations on such an amazing project, and
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for making time to chat with me
All
today.
good.